Hi, it's Karen, the Geordie Grandma. I haven't been on for a while, so I thought I'd do another kind of chatty catch-up video, let you know what I've been up to. I hope everybody's been staying safe and well. Been enjoying the nice warm weather, although it's pretty grim this week, pretty dull, and it's going to rain. So what have I been up to lately? Well, a couple of weeks ago we decided that it was unlikely that we were going to get to go on holiday this year. So we thought, instead of just looking for things to do, you know, DIY around the house and keep trying to pull out things to sell on eBay when I've really got nothing left, we decided that we would try to have a kind of holiday at home. So the idea was that we would think of different things to do every day that we weren't normally doing. So go for nice long walks, you know, places that we don't normally go, so a little bit further afield, not too far afield, but just a little bit further afield. So we felt like we were doing something, you know, take picnics with her. We decided that we would you know, have takeaways, you know, try some different takeaways on a night time that we haven't, you know, tried before, rather than cooking and washing. Well, we still had to wash the dishes, but I did think about getting paper plates, but I didn't do that. Not watch the telly so much, so just kind of try and relax and have a bit of a holiday at home. Well, it didn't go according to plan. I think it was on the first or the second day the car decided to play up. Now, we had this problem with the car a couple of years ago. It would be really difficult to start. It would take like 10 minutes to start, and then it might stall a couple of times for the first 5 minutes of driving, and then it would get going again. And this happened on and off for quite a while. And Warren took it to the garage, and they didn't seem to be able to figure out what was wrong with it. And I think they did a couple of things to it. You can tell I'm not mechanically minded. And it seemed to right itself, and it didn't happen again for 2 years, until the week we decided that we would have a holiday at home. So it started playing up. Warren had to order a part for it. He eventually took it to a garage, and they said we needed this part that we ordered, and it took time to come. So it kind of ruined the whole week. I don't drive, by the way. I did take a few lessons back when I was 17, but I never took a test, and I've never really felt the need to drive, so I don't drive. So Warren takes care of all the car stuff. So that kind of ruined the holiday at home, but we did do a few things. We decided to go to Hadrian's Wall. We don't live that far from it, about an hour away. And we wanted to do the walk to Sycamore Gap, which is the big sycamore tree that's kind of in a valley, and it was used in the Robin Hood film. So we decided to do that, and we parked at, I think it's either Housesteads or Homesteads car park. I can't remember which one. I'll put it in if I remember to find out. We parked in that car park, and it wasn't supposed to be a really long walk. It was supposed to be about 5 miles, which is fine. We do walk regularly, you know. We go to the park and we walk there, and we walk kind of around the area. So it's not like we haven't walked before. But what I hadn't banked on was what's the word I'm looking for? Undulating nature of this walk. It goes up, it comes down, it goes up again, and it's completely relentless. And we did pick the hottest day of the year to do this, I hasten to say. It just turned out that way. So we started this walk. I put my walking boots on. I was only going to put my trainers on, and I'm so pleased I put these walking boots on, because some of the terrain is it's not really very smooth. You kind of go up like grassy hills and down rocky banks, and there was a bit where you went up through a forest, and there was loads of tree roots and a huge drop on one side. So that was a little bit dodgy underfoot. But we eventually made it to the sycamore gap, and we sat and we had a little picnic and took some photos, which I'll put in here, so you can see what it looks like. So it was a really, it was an enjoyable walk there. So by the time we got to the tree, we'd only walked 2.5 miles. And we had set off early, so by the time we got to the tree it was about 11 o'clock, half 11, because I didn't want to really be walking in the midday sun, but obviously going back it was the midday sun. So we packed the picnic and we sat and ate that and had a nice cup of tea. We took a flask with us, had a cup of tea there, and then we decided to walk back. And I hadn't really realised that you were going back pretty much the same way you came. I thought it was a kind of like a big circular route, but it wasn't. So one of the hills that we had to go back up was like that. Honestly, I have taken a photograph of it, which I'll put in here, but I don't think you can actually see how steep this hill is from the pictures. And we started to walk up it. I mean, it wasn't like mountain climbing or anything. We started to walk up this hill, and it was so hot, and I was getting really I was so tired as I was walking back up the hill, and I think I got halfway up it and I was saying to Warren, "You're just going to have to leave us here. I can't make it. I'm just going to lie down on this grass and I can't make it." And he's going, come on, you've got to get to the top." So a bit more walk, and I could see the top, and it was just, my heart was, thumping in my chest. I hadn't realised how unfit I really was. I mean, my heart was pounding. I don't think I could have taken any more strain. But I surprised myself. I got to the top of that hill and I stood and I looked back down and I thought, I don't know how I did that. I was absolutely shattered. And then it was quite a straight walk, and then it was all downhill, which for me, I think sometimes walking downhill is worse than walking uphill. I get a little bit fearful walking downhill. I feel like I'm going to slip, which I have done in the past and made a right fool of myself slipping down hills. But we got down this hill, and then there was kind of a steep incline back up to the car park, which was all like it was a gravel path, and it was just, how much more of this can my knees take? How much more can my flipping heart take? But we made it back to the car, sat in the car and had a cup of tea before we drove off. And it was a really nice day, and I'm pleased I did it. We'd been going to do it for a while. I haven't actually been to Hadrian's Wall since I was at school. We went to Vindolanda when we were at school, but I hadn't been since then, so I was so pleased I did that. Would I do it again, that exact walk? I think I may need a little bit more training before I go back and tackle that again, but maybe I should do that. So that was good. We did actually get to Sycamore Gap to do that. We did, try a few different takeaways. There's a nice Chinese takeaway near to us that it doesn't deliver, so you have to go and collect. So they've been closed for quite a while, and they'd only just recently opened again. So we've got a nice Chinese takeaway. We tried a local Italian. It's a restaurant that we had been to a couple of years ago, but we hadn't tried the takeaway option. That was okay. It wasn't brilliant. It was okay. We tried a couple of other takeaways that we hadn't used before, and we actually sat at our dining table to eat meals, because normally what we do is I've got a tray on my knee and we're watching the TV. And I think when you do that, you kind of, you don't really notice what you're eating when you're watching something on the TV as you're eating. So we made a conscious effort to, set the dining table and sit there and have our meals and actually chat. And it made a real nice change. And I think I'm going to try and do that more often, because our dining table doesn't really get used for meals very often. Maybe 6 times a year we might sit there, but we even were sitting there for breakfast, so that was nice as well. We also decided we'd try some cocktails that we wouldn't normally drink while we were on this holiday at home. I don't drink very much. Warren tends to drink rum. I'm not going to say he drinks a lot, but he drinks more than I do. So he decided that he was going to drink dark and stormy cocktails, which is one of his favourite cocktails when we go out. He doesn't often make them in the house, but he decided he would buy all the ingredients. And I think he uses, I think it's Kraken rum. He likes a spiced rum. So I think he used Kraken, and it's ginger beer, and it's got mint in it. I think it's got agave nectar in it and lots of crushed ice. So he really enjoyed those. I've got a few bottles of flavoured gin that I haven't really been drinking, and I bought one a few weeks ago. It's a Koppaberg strawberry and lime gin, which is really nice. And I thought I'd see if I could find a cocktail that you make with that. And I did. I googled it and I found a cocktail, and it's called a pink fizz, and it is a shot of this strawberry and lime gin with a shot of grenadine and top it up with Prosecco. So it's quite alcoholic. I didn't, maybe 3 I had at most in one night, but it is a gorgeous drink, absolutely gorgeous. I even put a strawberry in the top of it, and I'll definitely be drinking that from now on. Maybe not nightly, but I will be drinking it. Really, really nice drink. I highly recommend that. We did a little bit of shopping before the holiday at home, because we decided we wanted to make our bedroom as conducive as possible to a holiday. You know, when you go and stay in a hotel room and lovely nice bed and everything. Well, most of the time it's a lovely nice bed. I could tell you some stories about some flipping beds we've had to sleep on. But our mattress we've had it quite a long time, and we really could do with a new bed, but I can't afford a new bed at the moment. I can't justify that cost, so I thought I'd get a new mattress topper. We have been using a mattress topper, but it's like a really thin one. It's not much thicker than a sheet and didn't really do much. So I googled it a bit online, and I came across a mattress topper from a company called Panda, and it's a ecologically friendly company, and it's made from bamboo, and I think it's got like a cooling gel in the middle, and it's got some memory foam in there as well. I think it was memory foam anyway. I'll put the details here. It cost me £134 on Amazon, and I'll put the link down below. But it was well worth the money, well worth it. It's a king size one. It's about that thick, so maybe about what's that, 2 inches, maybe 2 inches thick, 2.5 inches thick, and it's fantastic. It is so soft. So we didn't put it on the bed. I'd got some new sheets, because you had to get some deep fitted sheets to fit over the mattress topper and the mattress together. So I got some new ones of those, and I thought I would get a new quilt, because our quilt was a bit old. So we got a new quilt. We got new quilt covers. So we didn't put it on until the night before we started this holiday at home. So it felt like we were staying in a hotel room. Maybe sounds daft, but I thought it was a good idea. So the first night we got into it, really, really impressed with the mattress topper. So I hate a firm bed, so I like a bit of a soft mattress. And this was just delightful. It really was. I had such a good night's sleep on it. Highly recommend this Panda mattress topper. Definitely. I was even going to put a little tray with a kettle and 2 cups and some coffees on a tray in the bedroom, so when you're in a hotel and you wake up in the morning, you make yourself a cup of coffee. But I thought, is that just lazy? You can just go downstairs, so I didn't bother. So that was nice. Did a little bit of other shopping online. You do shopping when you're on holiday, but obviously I couldn't go to the shop, so I did a little bit of shopping on the internet. I bought myself some Sunday Rain watermelon body scrub cubes. I'd bought some Sunday Rain acai berry body scrub. I'd had some of that from one of these beauty boxes you get, and that was absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful smell, lovely texture, and it made your skin really soft. But the watermelon cubes, I find cubes a bit strange. I hadn't used a cube before, and obviously it's a hard cube, so you have to soften it in the water a little bit before you start scrubbing it all over your body. But I don't know, maybe my body's just very large and I need more than 1 cube. But I didn't think it was as good as the acai berry body scrub. Smell gorgeous, lovely, beautiful smell, the watermelon. But I didn't think its use was as good, the way you use it, and I didn't actually think my skin felt as soft after I'd used it. So I probably wouldn't buy the watermelon cubes again, but I would definitely buy the acai berry body scrub. Highly recommend that. I also bought myself a cognac sponge. Again, I'll put the pictures in here so you can see what I'm talking about. I've had one of these before in a beauty box, a cognac sponge. It's like a round, I don't know why I'm doing this. It's a round, it's hard. It's like a hard sponge. And when you put it in water, it goes really soft, and you wash your face with it, and it makes your skin feel lovely, really nice. So I've treated myself to another one of those. They last for about 8 weeks. They're not very expensive. I think there was about £6 or something, if that. And then you buy another one. So I bought one of those. Also treated myself to a pair of kind of tracksuit bottoms, you know, for when we're out walking or just for lazing around the house. You know, kind of looked around. I got some from online from Marks and Spencer's, black with a white stripe down the side, and they're so comfortable, really, really comfortable. I got them in a size 18. I think I got them in, I don't know whether they had 3 lengths. Did they have 3 lengths? They might have done, and I got the middle one. Maybe should have gotten the shortest one, but I can always take them up a bit. But they are so comfortable. They've got a really high waistband on them that kind of helps you keep everything in. But I definitely recommend those, the Marks and Spencer's tracksuit bottoms. Really good. So that was kind of our holiday at home. So no, it didn't go according to plan. As well as the Sycamore Gap walk, we also did a few other walks around the neighbourhood. We kind of did a circuit route around. We went to our local park, Southall Park, did a couple of walks around there, which was really nice. There's still not that many people in the park, surprisingly. I thought there would be more, but we did go there. I may try this holiday at home thing again in the future, but obviously when the car's fixed, and maybe I need to prepare it a bit more, so have a bit more idea of the things that I want to do. I thought I might read a few books when I was off. I did finish, if anybody watched the last video I did, I think I mentioned a book called Never Greener by Ruth Jones that I'd started and I wasn't enjoying. So I decided I would persevere and finish it. And I actually did enjoy it once I'd got further into it. I did enjoy it, but I still thought the characters were absolutely rubbish. It's about a young girl who has an affair with an older married man, and they meet again 18 years later, and she's like a flipping bunny boiler and ruins both of their lives, really. But I did persevere with it, and I ended up enjoying it. So, but I thought I would read more books, but I didn't do that. We ended up watching some TV, unfortunately, which I didn't want to do, but hey ho, it is what it is. So that's what I was up to on my holiday at home. Work-wise, eBay, like I've said before, I've hardly got anything left to list. You know, I've got dribs and drabs of things that I'm pulling out that I really was just going to throw away or give to the charity shops, and I've been listing that. Sales are ticking over. I'm going to do another eBay sales video this week for Thursday so you can see what I've been selling. It has been ticking over, you know, 2 or 3 sales a day, small things, some larger things, so that's been nice. I can't wait for the charity shops to open again. And the auctions are starting up again this month, so I can't wait for that. I've been looking through next week's already to see what's in there. I don't actually think you can go into the auction house to look at the things, so it's just going to be kind of bid online and hope for the best kind of thing. So I've rambled a bit, I know. I just thought I would come on and give a little bit of a catch up, say what I've been up to. I hope everybody's been, you know, busy and not too down about being locked in all the time. Everything's getting back to normal. So hopefully my videos will get back to normal, because they've been very hit and miss recently. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. So if you've done anything like a holiday at home, I'd love to know in the comments below. You know, what did you do? What did you think? I'd really be interested. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you want to hear me rambling on some more about subjects, then please hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me on YouTube. I'm quite a small channel and it would be nice to grow a little bit. So if you think anybody else might be interested in this video, feel free to share it around. I would be really grateful for that. So I'm going to stop rambling now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.